Hey, YouTube. Hey, it's Kennedy. It's your girl Kennedy, a whole single. For all my YouTube friends and on Facebook, simply me, Kennedy. And I'm here with you for this. It is today is Wednesday. Wednesday motivational live today. So today we're gonna get right into it because God is just really, He's just amazing. He's really just awesome. He's just a loving, wonderful God. And as we on the other side of Resurrection Sunday, He is risen. It's just a wonderful feeling that we rose this morning, that we rose. And if you just put it in your mind that we rose, he rose so we could rise every day, rise from yesterday, rise from poverty, rise from bad thoughts, rise from destructive behavior, rise from, just so many things. And I just wanted to come on and I prayed about this. And so last Thursday at our church, y'all know I'm always putting a plug in for Rebirth. Hey, and because I thank God for them, I really like literally in every part of my heart, I thank God for Rebirth and bringing me out of where I was in that time. And so on Thursdays, the first Thursday of the month, we have what's called First Thursdays with First Lady Shay. And First Lady will bring, a topic or a lesson to us that'll help encourage us and strengthen our lives as women of God. And just women, because maybe you ain't no woman of God yet. You might need to grow there. But anyway, we're gonna move on. And as we're talking about different things, someone it came across someone did not understand fully what when First Lady said, don't get weary in well doing. And the person didn't really understand what well doing was. And they might have took it off script, took it offline and had a further conversation. But that stuck with me. It really stuck with me because if we don't know the word and understand the word, how can we live the word and get the best benefit of the word? Our church says that we win with the word. So, but if we win with the word, we got to understand it. That's why I thank God that He positioned me as the leader of A Closer Walk, which is our Sunday school class at Rebirth. And I thank God for it. I've been a Sunday school lady since I was a little girl, and I know that that's my calling is that people understand what God is saying in His Word, so we will understand how much He loves us. Hey, Alexis, and so not to get weary in well doing. A lot of times when we think about well doing, we think about the things we do for other people. We think about service, right? We think about the diaper drive, the food giveaways, the helping the old lady across the street, the going to help at the soup kitchen, the donating money for this cause. We think about that kind of well doing. But what First Lady mentioned to her was our everyday well doing is the life we live. The life, because how many times have you thought about what you could be doing if you wasn't a child? I mean, I'm just to be real now. I'm just being real. If sometimes people may sit back and think, now, you said, you said it, you lying, and you didn't, if I wasn't trying to, if people say, if I wasn't saved, you looking at that body built by Jake brother going on down the street with that berry white brown skin. If I wasn't saved, Lord, hey, you lusting at the eyes, you wrong, but you done said it. Or when things come and they're just overwhelming, and instead of you doing the thing, shoot, man, if I would, I'd be done went back in them streets and went on in and hustle up. But you decided not to. You decided to get on your knees and pray and ask God to provide for you. That's what he's, because sometimes it's just like a race. And the race, this life is just like a race. And the race is, you say it in the word says the race is not given to the swift, but the one who endures. It's not given to the one that can run the fastest or the farthest. It's given to the one that will stay in the race, because it's so easy to get disappointed. It's so easy to want to drop out of the race. It's so easy to want to revert back to those things that you did in the world to get a dollar. It's so easy for you to lay down your principles because you lonely and just accept any little DTNG, dirt, trash, and garbage of a man in your life to have one. But instead you say, I'm going to stand on my principles, and I'm going to stand in faith that I'll wait, because God got something. I know he delivered me from all that for me to go back to trash. That this one got to be tata. It's gonna be something to be, probably have my head stuck up, my chest stuck. Yeah, that you understand? To not revert back to those things that we could have been overtaken with. That's what I'm saying. That's well doing. Well doing is calling on God for strength when you need it, instead of just saying, I give up. You understand? And I liken this to a race. Okay. And the race is, after a while you get tired of running. You're like, man, I'm tired. I'm just tired of running. I'm ready to stop. But then you have 1 Corinthians 9:24-27 that encourages running to win, exercising self-discipline to obtain an imperishable crown. You understand what well-doing is? That's the well-doing he's talking about. Hebrews 12:1-1 and 2 emphasizes running with endurance, perseverance, while fixing your eyes on Jesus. I talked about it Monday in my members only live on YouTube. That is like being on a tightrope, like this Circus Soul coming. It's like being on a tightrope where they say they look at the other side. They don't look down and they don't look at the rope. They look at the landing on the other side. They focus their eyes on the landing on the other side of the rope, and they just keep feeling with their feet and walking. They know the rope is there. You understand? So this is what we have to do so that we don't get weary in well doing. We have to read our Bible and say and do and understand what it says about him and what it says about us, about our relationship with him. And if we just look to him, who's the author and the finisher, meaning he's been before we got there. He was back there before we came. He said, he knew us before we were ever formed in our mother's womb. That means he knew when we would be born. He knew all these things. You know how people say, when you look at a gravestone, you look at the day a person was born, and then there's a dash, and then there's another date. So God knows each day, and he knew everything that was going to go on in the dash. Everything in that dash. That's the race, that dash. That dash is the don't give up. Don't get weary in well doing. Don't give up on God, because it's a race. Because the world comes at you hard and fast. And it's like the race can be like every day. You get up and you go to a job and you saying to yourself, this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will. I'm declaring that I will rejoice and be glad in this day. From the rising of the sun to the setting of the same, God, I'm going to praise your name regardless of what comes. That's the well-doing. That's the don't get with, because there's some time. Did you think of, he said, have you ever considered my servant Job? Job did not get weary in well-doing. He didn't get weary in praying to God. He didn't get weary in looking to God. He didn't get weary. And just his wife even said, you believing in this God after all he done did? And why don't you just curse him? And he's, you silly woman. Is you stupid? You know, we done said that to somebody, man, you got to be crazy. If you think I'm going to go to that. That is the ultimate. That's why he in the book. Because God wants us to understand that this ain't easy. You got an enemy around here that hates you. He literally hates you because of the God you serve. It's not even jealousy. It's a jealous that end up to a hate that I can't that they post. I want them to serve and worship me, and I hate you because you. So he's attacking at every side and sending his little imps to do the word. Just like God got angels, he got imps that run around just to help him aggravate your journey. But you can't give up. You can't give in. Got too many songs say, don't give up, don't give in. You know, that's what it means to keep on running the race. And so, like work, you know, you get up, or either the night before, you took your time and you got that outfit together. Because in your mind, you like, hey, tomorrow I'm going in there. I'm going to be sharp. I'm going to have me a good day. I ain't finna let nobody interrupt my peace. I'm going to do my job and I'm going to have a good day and be on up out of there. I done took 35 minutes to pick out this outfit because when we look good, we feel good. You understand? Like Vidal Sassoon, if you don't look good, we don't look good. So here we go. We come on up that morning. We done got up and prayed and meditated. We done got to put that music on. Lord, you know, yes, Jesus, be a fence all around me. I'm asking you to protect. I mean, we jamming on the way to work. Yes, Lord, we finna, what? Watch out, devil. I got you on the run. And as soon as we get to work, there come trouble. Somebody come running in your face. God, they want you to come in a meeting. What you say? Lord, here we go. You got to go to a meeting. Now, you know when you hear meeting, and you don't hear everybody talking about we all got to go to a meeting, you start getting a little anxious. What they want with me? That's me now. What they want with me this morning? I done came up in here. Hey. Oh, happy with the joy of the Lord is my strength. I'm bopping up in here. Hey, as soon as I get in the door, bam, you got a meeting. So there you go. What do? You start praying, Lord. I don't know what this meeting about, but I thank you. I thank you for this promotion they just called me in here for. Thank you for this increase they finna call me in here for. I go to praying, Lord, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to be off the phone for a good week or two because they want me to go to and teach a class. Lord, thank you. Because, see, I'm not going to accept the woe is me, because for me, the glass is always halfway full. I don't care what what the life has thrown at me. I have always played the glass is halfway full because some more can get in here. But there we go. We on our merry little way. We done bopped into work with our pretty outfit on, and then they say you got a meeting. And so that's when we had to, I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna get weary. I ain't gonna start being pessimistic. I ain't finna be doubtful. I ain't finna be talking about, oh Lord, I wonder what I'm gonna the joy of the Lord is my strength. You understand? So you go, or you get there, and then you get to the phones, right? You get to the phone, and the very first customer mad about their bill. Oh Lord, see, I done put on my new pretty clothes. I done enjoy the Lord. I done be a fence all around. I done got to work. And the very first phone call, Asia, is somebody calling about their bill, or they need transportation to the doctor, or they you know, y'all just, I can't understand this website. On my job, they get mad about the IVR. You know that little computer lady that tell you press 1 if you want. Boy, but they hey, hot by the time they get to me because they done told her 15 times they want policy services, and they done sent them to banking, or they done asked them, oh, so you want life insurance. Hey, so they get to me and they 98. Oh, I just hate that computer lady. She just gets me. Oh, y'all just have the stupid. Oh, I hate you. I mean, they are hot. So now I'm like, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? These folk pissed off. It ain't even nothing I did. It ain't got nothing to do with me. This is their system. So now they mad, and I got to be the one to try to de-escalate their pissivity that it even come from me. It ain't even got nothing to do with the reason they called in. They could have just called in to make a payment. They could have just called in to see if they had a certain coverage on their policy. They could have just called in for me to explain to them a certain kind of coverage on their policy or a certain procedure of how to handle certain things. But by the time they get to me, that little imp that's in that telephone, yes, she's an imp, done pissed them people off. So now I got to de-escalate this person and apologize for stuff that I had nothing to do with me. I do apologize that IVR, that the computer lady, that the Siri, Alexa, whoever you want to call her, is upset you today. But I'm so glad that you've got to me now. And how can I help you today? Got nothing to do with you. But right off the bat, here you come with the imps trying to ruin your race, trying to make you get off your race, trying to make you stumble in your race. Because right then, your race want to say something. It rise up on your neck, want to say, are you sick? So then I just, you know what? I just throw a pin, because really, you just like, this has nothing to do with me. And that you people, I'm a black woman in the South. Hey, I don't really like you to say you people to me because it really just, I had to, she talking about the company. She's not talking about, you see what I'm saying? These are fiery darts. These darts that the enemy come to attack you. You understand? To make you get off your race, to make you stop being in your well-doing. Because your well-doing is to be, hey, come on this job. He said, whatever you find your hands to do it as unto God. So guess what? If this is what God put my hands to do, I need to do it as unto him. So guess what? This person that just called me with this aggravating, it's ignorant attitude, I gotta be, you understand, I still need to be peaceful and humble and just, understand that, hey, that IVR can be irritating. It can be very aggravating. It can be because some people have spent 5 minutes on there with this computer voice saying, I want this, I want this. So then that's where you have to have empathy. Hey, I understand. And sometimes if you don't have empathy, God will fix it where you can. Because one day I had to call about my PayPal account, and that helper made me want to and to the point where I just bust out laughing. I say, you know what? I get it. I get it, God. I understand. Because she had me on there for, so you want, no, that's not what I said. I said again, that's not what I said. So at about time 5, representative, representative. Because I see now you just not going to understand what is coming, these words that are coming out of my southern mouth. So yeah, so I understand. So, but there's the case. Some people by the age can go from 0 to 100 real quick. And you just came out the car talking about Jesus be a fence all around me every day. I'm asking you to. And to that phone call, I ain't do it to you. It ain't had nothing to do with me. How can I help you? Yeah. I see what I'm saying. So now we done responded just like you said. They done pulled us into their bubble, and we responded with not such a good demeanor. Not so, Now they listening to these calls. They gonna call you in another meeting. And that meeting gonna be like, well, you know what? You could have, I don't want to hear all that. So, this race is not given to the swift. It's not given to, it's those that would endure. Those that when it get hard, those that when they start send them fiery darts trying to attack you. Those that when he done planted seeds of love and joy and patience in you through the word, and the bird coming, he trying to pluck them up. You get, hey, we got these. I'm talking about, they're amazing. They're not just for talking. They're not just for surfing social media. You can type in here, run this race scripture, and it'll give you every scripture that talk about running the race. You see what I'm saying? Say, I ain't all that smart. I'm resourceful. So there you have it. Perseverance, discipline. See, when I say don't get weary in discipline, because that's part of not being weary in well-doing, because it can be tiresome. At the while, it's that little comedian had that stint years ago about taking the kids to McDonald's. And he said he drove through town and passed by 15 McDonald's. Every time he passed one, they say, Ice Cube had a movie say, are we there yet? And that's a lot of us. We want to hurry up and get there. And, and so we say, it was brought up, and I mean, that was a really, really great First Thursday. It really was. If you're at Rebirth and you haven't joined First Thursday, you really need to. But this race is doable, because everything that he asks us to do, he give us the strength to do it, or we can ask him. He said, when I was going through cancer, I put Joshua 1:9 over my bed. I put it on the mirror. He said, have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Because you know why? He said, because I'm going to be there. Wherever you go, I'm there. If you make your bed in hell, I'm there. If this chemo get to the end and you just still tired, I'm there. Because I had to keep going, because I got a daughter and a granddaughter, and I had things that God told me that he wanted me to do in this life. So I had to fight. I had to keep going. After month 3, I was tired of going every week. After month 4, I was tired of going every week, sitting in a chair for 5 hours with something strapped to you. There's that scar strapped to your chest, pumping gasoline in your body to save your life. I was tired, couldn't taste nothing, hair gone, weak some days, feeling nauseated and sick on the stomach, couldn't hardly eat. My daughter would make me 4 little containers that would make sure, just to see if I'm making sure I'm eating every day. It get weary in that race. It was getting tiresome. People that I loved was falling out of the race from the same thing as I was going through it. It hurt my heart. There was times I had survivor's remorse or some guilt that I made it, and these 2 people that I loved so dearly didn't. And I knew they were sweet, and had to keep going. Anyway, I don't want to get in there, but don't get weary in well-doing. Don't get sidetracked. Sometimes you have to be like that horse that's in the race, where they put them blinders on the horse, so he'll stay in his lane, so he won't see the other horse and go over there where he at, because they're communal creatures. They want, hey, what's up, partner? What's up? Yay. Blinders, so that these things over here that you used could do. These things over here, these distractions on your road to your your health is straight place. Let's keep on. But don't get weary in the race. Don't get on the job and let them people get on your nerve. Don't get in whatever God has put your hand to do. Don't get home and because somebody didn't put the dishes up, start cussing out everybody. You understand? This is the way of doing that we got to do, that we got to keep going on, and we keep on asking God for whatever it is we need in the time we need it. Because he said in due season. And every season, there's something else. In winter, we need coats. Summer, we need sundresses and hats, boo-boo. I'm waiting on them. In the fall, we need a leaf blower. In the spring, we need fertilizer for things to grow and bloom. And we need some allergy medicine for this pollen. So you see, in every season, you're going to need something different. Yeah. So, but he got it because he got all seasons. And he said in due season, whatever the due season is, he got you. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I got other stuff to do, but I love you guys by the gallons. I thank you all for joining. I thank you all for getting this motivation. And share. Share the videos, share them so that somebody else needs to know what it is to run this race. Somebody else needs to understand what weary and well doing is. It ain't just what you're doing for other people. It's what you're doing towards God. How you keeping yourself, how you running your race is also the well doing. Okay. Anyway, I love you guys by the gallons. Peace, love, and fish grease. Why? Fish grease. Y'all know I'm from Florida and it's hot. Be well and be blessed.